with you.
But we begin today's show with the much-anticipated film, Waiting to Exhale.
And if you thought the book generated major interest, well, interest in this film is just overwhelming.
So all week long, reporter Mary Major Jack joins us to talk about it. And Mary, we hear it's worth the wait.
Absolutely, you guys. It's a great film. Most people are aware of Waiting to Exhale because of the best-selling novel of the same name by author Terry McMillan. Well, good news, Terry co-wrote the screenplay with Ron Bass, and she's also co-executive producer. So if you couldn't put the novel down, you'll love the screen adaptation. Today, we talked to our 4 female stars about what the film means to them and also about their vivid characters.
I still look good.
You look good, girl.
Fly diva.
Freak.
Mama.
Coochie coochie.
4 middle-class African-American women, their personal triumphs and tragedies, and all waiting to exhale. For this stellar cast, the film took on many faces.
We're all just trying to love and be loved in return, you know, as the song goes, you know, and it's about that, making good choices.
It's about losing things and gaining new things in their place without even knowing it's happening.
Life.
Overcoming obstacles.
It's about friendship and relationships and how men will come and go in your life, but your friends are forever.
Sisterhood.
Leela Rashawn stars as Robin.
Does he think he just did something here? I could have had a V8.
She wants to be loved. She wants a family. She wants kids. She wants all those idealistic, old-fashioned things, but she's a hip 90s girl.
Angela Bassett as Bernadine.
Seemingly just the perfect picture, you know, the perfect family, you know, husband, beautiful children, or whatever. And it's as if one night she's sleeping in her bed and he drops like the atomic bomb on her.
You wait a minute. You're telling me that you're leaving me for another woman?
Whitney Houston as Savannah.
Miss Savannah. The one man I love is married with a kid. When I first read the opening line in the script, Savannah is driving from Denver to Phoenix alone with a convertible, with her hair in the wind. That's Savannah.
And Loretta Devine as Gloria.
She's a woman in trouble in this movie, I think. And as always, God is great. You know, God is good. He sends a man just in time.
Oh, God, I hope he's not watching me walk away.
All right.
He's watching. Ooh,
Give me some.
I'm the stairway of success.
But we'll begin today's show with the Screen Scene's Mary Major Jack, who has part 2 of her series with Whitney, Angela, Loretta, and Leela.
They are stars of the Christmas release, Waiting to Exhale. And I understand, Mary, it gets personal.
Kathy, I'm sure you can relate to this. There are certain days where you just need to share. So you think of the first person, your buddy, usually a girlfriend. Well, the core of Waiting to Exhale is about friendship. And today we talk to our 4 heroines about what that special bond means to them.
No matter what we are a family. That's right.
On and off the screen, this foursome experienced genuine camaraderie and learned a lot about each other.
What did you learn about Leela, the person, during this? She says I'm the chatty one, but Leela can talk. Leela can go, baby. She can go. She got a whole lifetime story to tell you.
Whitney knows how to have fun when she's making a movie.
God, yeah.
You know,
How about Loretta? Oh, Miss Divine. She is exactly her name, Divine.
it was really important to Loretta for all of us to be good. You know, she'd go, how'd you do today?
And Angie. Angela.
Taught me a lot. Come on. Like I can bend a note, you can bend a line.
She can capture you, really take you and make you, put you into her moment and her emotion. She's incredible. Angela, she knows just what she's doing. Girlfriend's bad.
And while we're getting personal, we thought we'd take a little time out to acknowledge what gets all girls through the good and bad times.
You know, you can have male friends, but there really is nothing like the bond between two women, girlfriends. You know, and it's always usually mistaken for a whole bunch of other mess. But there is nothing like having a friend that will stand by your side and that will be there through the thick and the thicker.
I guess it's like the bottom under everything. You can fall, no matter how low you fall, you know it's something under you.
They teach me so much. They, you know, keep me straight, keep me grounded, you know, keep me focused in the right direction.
When you don't get that job or things don't work out with that special guy or you're heartbroken, your friends will always be there to listen to you.
You'll have to wait to see the film to find out who exhales. But since we're girl talking, I thought I'd ask anyway. Are you still waiting?
I am.
To exhale.
I couldn't get a straight answer out of anybody on that, except for Whitney. She gave me one comment, words of wisdom. She said, honey, I take time to exhale at the end of every day, and you should too. I'll take it, Whitney. Tomorrow, we'll talk to Forrest Whitaker about his feature film directorial debut. Back to you, Kathy.
Thank you, Mary. You know, I can't wait to see the movie.
You and me both.
I'm telling you. I was talking to Gregory Hines, and he said it's a movie for women.
Indeed. And when you see the film, you'll notice that the stars have a richer look than they've had in other movies. And director Forrest Whitaker says it's no accident. He tells Entertainment Weekly that he had his photography director filter light softly through Chinese lanterns and amber straw-colored gels that favor the skin of black women. In most films where blacks are supporting actors, their lighting needs are often ignored. Whitaker says that black skin absorbs light differently, and that has to be taken into account when doing a feature film.
A film or television show.
But we begin today's show with Mary Major Jack, who's standing by with part 3 of her series on Waiting to Exhale.
And as promised, today she talks with Forrest Whitaker. So, Mary, what did Forrest say about his feature film directorial debut?
Whitaker was a fan of Terry McMillan's work well before the film and creatively pursued the position of director using one of her taped readings. We'll talk to him about that today. I also had the pleasure of sitting in an audience screening with him for the film Waiting to Exhale, and this is what he had to say about their reaction.
It's probably one of the most responsive audiences I've ever been in, you know, in my life. You know, especially to a film that's really about relationships and character-driven, for them to be so invested in these characters' lives, to be like, please, no, don't do that, screaming, laughing to like the point of tears. It's exciting.
And speaking of exciting, Whitaker was thrilled with his hand-picked cast.
Cut!
Did you like it? Did you love it?
I was really happy when I spoke with Angela, and she said that she would do it because I think she's a brilliant actress. And when I went to New York and talked to Whitney, and she said she would play this part, I thought it was a perfect role for her, and I thought she'd do a great job. I was so happy that she did it because I think she's beautiful in it. And then Lila and Loretta, they auditioned, but really, they were the right spirits for it, and they did brilliant jobs.
And their take on him?
We're all in love with him. We just think he's great.
We did the movie, now we do the video.
Whitaker also directed the film's theme song video, sung by Whitney Houston, and chose award-winning songwriter Babyface to produce the soundtrack, a first for Face.
The collaboration with Forrest was great. He kind of guided me through spots where I wasn't sure about certain things. It was a stretch and a learning experience.
Cut? No.
Obviously a bright future ahead for Forrest Whitaker as a director and one of my favorite actors, now working on his next film in San Francisco. Tomorrow we'll talk to Gregory Hines about the men in the film. And Kathy, I know you're a married girl. I am too, but there are some fine brothers in this film.
We can still look, Mary. I'll take your word for it. I can't wait to see it, and I look forward to part 4 of your series tomorrow.
But we'll begin our show today with the conclusion of Mary's series on Waiting to Exhale.
She's joined us all week long talking about the film and the women in it. But Mary, what about the men in that movie?
Well, guys, this week we've talked to the women and the director, but the men are an integral part of Waiting to Exhale. It really does address the realities and the frailties of relationships. In fact, Gregory Hines said it is about honesty. You will know one of the men in this movie. Today, Gregory breaks it down for us from a male point of view.
I'm leaving you for her.
I haven't seen anything as splendid as you since I've been here.
All those men have merit in some way. You know, they're not bad men. They got problems.
I know if I left right now, it would be the wrong time. So we're gonna have to wait a little bit longer than I expected.
You see, the more I think about it, the more I look at you, you look like the scum of the earth.
We see how women feel about the way men can treat them, and we see some aspects of ourselves as men that that we can certainly recognize, if not specifically in ourselves, and maybe someone we know, or maybe a way that we used to be, but we see.
Waiting to Exhale portrays a wide range of personalities, a little someone for everybody, and not always the right choices. Playing these friends, lovers, and losers, a who's who of actors, including Wesley Snipes, Dennis Haysbert, Michael T. Williams, Leon, Michael Beach, Jeffrey Sams, Wendell Pierce, and Gregory Hines. You know, Gregory, I looked at your character as almost the hero in this particular movie because he's like the good brother who comes in and doesn't judge this woman on her weight. He's just like judging her on her content and her character.
Yeah.
So
he
wonderful.
likes the weight, too.
Yeah?
He actually likes it.
Yeah, well, my wife was a big woman. I like that. I like a woman with a little meat on her bones, you know?
There are a lot of sisters right now today who are going to be like, okay, I want me some of Marvin right now. Marvin represents an exhale, not only for Gloria, but for all of us, men and women, who believe in ourselves, believe in the best, and know that as long as you inhale, an exhale is not far away. Waiting to Exhale opens nationwide December 22nd.